I'm usually not very excited about a cabinet reshuffle because I do not believe that cabinet reshuffle will bring in better people to run the cabinet. Basically because it's a result of horse trading, negotiations, and nothing much to do with the qualifications of the ministers. But this morning, I saw a headline in Matichon saying that it would be a Chinese New Year shake-up. So I got excited because it's a Chinese New Year thing. It could involve, the red envelope, the ang pao. It means that it's
Giveaway festivity.
in a mood of festivity and some good luck. The New Year of the Dragon is coming in. And when I think about dragon, I think about Kun Ban Han in Suphanburi. There's a big dragon in his, what is it called, zoo or garden or whatever.
Yes.
And then the story says that Kun Ban Han's nominee for agriculture minister, Kun Thirak Wongsabut, may be one of the victims of the reshuffle. So I got interested in that. And of course, earlier rumors said that the finance minister Kun Thirachai may be the main target of a reshuffle because he couldn't work with Kun Kittirat, the deputy prime minister, who in effect is the economic czar of this government, although he's commerce minister. So I'm wondering whether Kun Yingluck, the prime minister, is thinking about changing guard in the economic portfolio so that Kun Kittirat may have a bigger say, maybe a wider sort of authority over that. Now, it's not clear whether cabinet reshuffle could take place that soon.
Right. It has been the main issue, but speculation has been very strong today that the cabinet a cabinet reshuffle would take place before the 111
Former members of Thai
Rak Thai became free from political
that's in May.
ban. Right, that's in May. But initially we thought that it could take place then to facilitate everything. It's easier to do that during that time to bring the old faces back and then getting rid of some nominees from the cabinet. But apparently today the speculation is quite strong that something might happen during the New Year, like you said, the Chinese New Year.
Yeah, but I'm also wary about this kind of press reports because that kind of story could be spread by certain factions within the party who want changes. And then if you talk to the other faction who doesn't want any change, then you might not get the kind of story. For example, if you talk to Kun Ban Han, he wouldn't try to tell you that no, nothing's going to happen because it's too soon, it's only 4 months, and perhaps we should wait a little while to get things organized and all this. So it depends on who you talk to. Finally, it depends on the Prime Minister Kun Yingluck and of course Kun Thaksin.
Of course, I think it's a letter. It should be the letter case.
But I'm not too sure now. I think Kun Yingluck is getting more independent. For example, if the issue of the economic team comes up,
but I think
the water management, the flood management, gave Kun Yingluck a very painful lesson that she must have a team of very strong decision makers.
when it comes to water management, I agree with you that Kun Yingluck may have a lot of input into what should be done by the agriculture ministry, because the ministry took a lot of blame during the flood crisis, and Kun Yingluck, we know that she was very frustrated by what happened. But when it comes to economic minister, I don't think she will have so much input into who will be the next finance minister.
She would argue with her brother, if they talk at all to each other, that she must have a strong, trusted team of economic ministers led by Kun Kittirat. She will argue, because she is close to Kittirat and Kittirat is close to her, that Kittirat is okay, but Kittirat does not have the team that he wants. But at the same time, Kun Thaksin may be thinking, because he doesn't know Kittirat that well, or is not that close to Kittirat, but Kun Thaksin is perhaps they agree on one thing, that we need a stronger economic team between the two, the brother and the sister. But Kun Thaksin will be thinking about Kun Wichit of the Siam Commercial Bank, คุณ
Olan
โอฬารชัยประวัติ
yes
หม่อมอุ๋ยปริยาธร the tested the experienced people so
these are all the familiar names that we have been hearing every time change is expected at the
Yes.
finance ministry. So it could be someone out of out of the group, who's not among the three people.
yeah
Right. Well,
well คุณดร.วีรพงษ์ may be one of them
yes, he's been very active, and we have seen him more often than
Yes, yes.
the finance minister himself over the past few
and he
days.
did
So,
show that he could face up to the central bank and that is I think what the prime minister appreciates, that at least someone should speak up against the central bank. The prime minister cannot say that, the finance minister wouldn't say that, the commerce minister would not say that. So Dr. Virapong sort of volunteered to strike it hard. Maybe he will get rewarded for his
Right.
public attack on the central bank.
what convinced me about this not being much input from Kun Yingluck is the fact that it's Kun Thaksin style to change the finance minister a lot. If we remember, it's like a revolving door situation during his government, the position of the finance minister. So if change is imminent, meaning that Kun Thirachai is going to be out, is going to be removed, I think it could be some initiative from Kun Thaksin, not Kun Yingluck. That's my own opinion, of course.
The dilemma for both Kun Thaksin and Kun Yingluck is that if you want really good ministers who are trusted by the public, then they are independent. They would not follow the
That's
instructions.
the main thing. That's the main thing. We've heard about people who have been approached saying that they are uncertain
Yes.
about whether they
Yes.
will have the truly independence.
Yes. So, even Dr. Virapong may be too independent for Kun Thaksin. Once you get a good finance minister, then you must allow him to work independently. But then, this is not a perfect world. You want a good finance minister who would also listen to you and who would do things that you want him to do. But then, if he does things the way you want him to do, it may not be the right thing, or it may not be the popular thing, or maybe not the trustworthy thing. So, this is the biggest, I think, question of any prime minister trying to both have people trusted by the public and also people whom you can trust. And they may not always be the same people.